Hey friends, it's me, Erin, your friendly neighborhood energy alchemist with today's Schumann Resonance Report for Wednesday, May the 28th. All right, I don't know about you guys, but I did not sleep last night. It was a very fitful sleep for me, and when we look at the graph, we can see why. Now, I know it's hard to see on this zoomed out version, but this intense line comes forward at about 4 a.m., but starting at going back to about 10 p.m., we started getting fainter lines of this, and they got like more intense until bam, there's big energy. Something important to point out is this is exactly 24 hours after this, like opposites. Timeline jump. Then 24 hours, a big push of new energy to help anchor in this new timeline that we've moved to. And the man with the white beard was back in my dream last night. I asked him what his name was and got no answer. So I did ask as much as I can in the dream. I'm not really lucid in these dreams, so it's not like I can control the conversation. In the dream last night, he showed me a stage and he pulled the curtain back on the stage, and there were people acting out a scene here, like a daily life scene. For me, it looked, I don't know, maybe Roman, I don't know. But he was showing me, and he was pointing to the curtain, and he was showing me a feeling of pulling the curtain back, as if we are being given glimpses into other life experiences that we have had that have common themes echoing in the life experience we have here in this dimension on this earth. And he kept pointing to me and saying, we are repeating patterns. It's time to break those patterns. It's time to break those patterns. It's cold out here, and just telling you, this is making me hot. So it's coming through with a ton of energy, you guys. You see my face getting red? Then he made me spell a name back to him. He said the name Fostina, and he made me spell it back to him, F-A-U-S-T-I-N-A. Made me say it to him multiple times so I would not forget. And he told me, Fostina, Fostina, and he was pointing to a woman on a stage, and then pointing to me, and then pointing to her, and then pointing to me, and trying to tell me that there was some common element in these life experiences. I have no idea who Fostina is right now. I have literally never heard that name before, so I will look her up, and if I find anything interesting, I will tell you. But Fostina was the name he gave me. More importantly, though, was he kept pointing to her and then pointing to me and telling me, like, intimate, like making me understand that I was repeating a pattern that I had already done, and that it's time for me to break that pattern. So I will definitely be looking into her to see who she is. I would encourage you, if you start having dreams of other life experiences, try to remember them. Try to look for the pattern. What are you being shown that you are propagating here again that needs to end? This, to me, was shown as a curtain being pulled back on some of our previous experiences so that we can embody that learning, that lesson, and move forward into something better. The heat coming through on that message is not a joke. I am burning up right now outside. I'm surprised my head isn't steaming. With big white energy like this, for me physically, it tends to make me very, like, mentally, I got a lot of stuff going on in my head. I'm thinking about 20 things at a time. I'm getting idea after idea after idea, and I really feel the need to get up and go do something. That sense of restlessness comes forward for me. Everybody reacts differently to this energy. So if it makes you tired, listen to your body. It's not wrong that it makes you tired. That's just how you're processing it. Something else I will say about big white energy like this, if you are working on releasing something really dense, this energy cannot integrate into your system when there isn't room. So what will happen is it tends to form a pocket around our energetic system, waiting for the release to happen so that it can start to integrate. That pocket of energy that it creates can often create a sense of restlessness, anxiety, urgency, a sense of I need to do something, but I have no idea what. All of that comes when this energy is waiting to integrate because you're holding on to something that's trying to be released. You have a finite amount of space in here, friends. So you have to let out the stuff that you don't need anymore in order to embody the stuff that you want. You know, Elsa tells us all the time to let it go. She's on to something, I think. So more than ever, pay attention to your dreams, and don't do that thing you do where you talk yourself out of believing that it could possibly be a remnant of another life experience. Stop talking yourself out of it. The veil has been purposely thinned for us to be able to see some of these things so that we can start to make those karmic corrections in the life we are living. Remembering, of course, karma is not about retribution. It's not about punishing you. It's about returning balance to your energy. So if in one life you chose to stay silent in the face of oppression, in this life you're being asked to speak up in that same face of oppression so that you can balance your scales. It's about the lesson, friends. It's always about the lesson. Always. All right, here's our cards for today. So my guides are saying we all carry energetic imprints in our root from past life experiences. I know it doesn't seem fair, but that's how we balance our karma. And sometimes these feel like heartbreak and they feel like clashed interests, like we don't know why we're not wanting to move forward and we're not sure where the hesitation is coming from. My guides are saying the curtain is being pulled back to reveal some of these lives so that we can confront those pieces of ourselves that are kind of hanging on from past experiences and right that karmic balance. This in turn gives us the feeling of ambition and drive and shows us what direction to move so that we can start to physically manifest the new world we want to see ourselves be a part of. But it does require us digging into those things from before and letting go of the heartbreak and the feeling of clashed interest and hesitation around taking a step forward. Now that I finished channeling, I'm super cold again. The sun is not coming out today in Illinois again, but that's okay because it's still going to be a great day, friends. Are you ready to get ready for today? All right, take a nice big deep breath in all the way down to your toes. And release. Drop your shoulders and just remind yourself that today is a great day. It is just getting started. It's already Wednesday. It's almost the weekend. What are you going to do with today? June is almost here. Where are you going in your life and what do you want to see yourself doing, friends? Now is the time to embrace this. Now is the time to come back to self. What are you going to do about it? Huh? What is your challenge for today? Here's a challenge for today. I want you to have a great day. You know why? Because it's a great day to have a great day.